guys, welcome back to part 2. In part 1, you saw me put down a rubber mat to create traction for the puppy's back legs and to stimulate and manipulate their movement of the back legs so they don't develop swimmer syndrome. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I tape up their legs as an alternative option. So first things first, you want to take your puppy. Notice how this puppy right here is a little fat pudger puppy. Now, this is very common in the overweight fat puppies. Of course, you want your puppies, when you are feeding them, to hit their developing milestones, gain weight, but sometimes these little puppies can overeat, and it can cause these puppies to put on a little bit more extra weight than desired. So with these little fat puppies, their body weight is too much for the little back legs to support. So taping up the back legs is crucial as far as getting them to use their back legs and getting the movement down so that way they can strengthen them to support their growing bodies. So I'm going to take medical tape. This is just plain medical tape that you would use to tape up wounds, gauze, things like that. I'm going to put the little puppy down. So you want to take your tape. I'd say this is probably about 1.5 feet long. And you're going to tear it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but see how when she's sitting, her legs are automatically splitting outwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape her leg right above this little ankle joint here, right above this little joint, and we're going to tape both of her legs right here, so then that way the legs stay together and they don't fall apart. So I'm going to take the tape and I'm going to go about 4 inches in, and on this leg, you can start with any leg, it doesn't matter. You're gonna just gently tape around it, right above that joint so they can still move their little legs. You're gonna tape around it, and when the tape, I like this tape because when you take it off, it doesn't hurt. So it doesn't pull their little fur or anything like that, and you're just gonna meet the tape on the other side and tape it over. So now that we have that side, we're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to flip her around and see how you have this tape here, and we are going to meet the other side and tape this part around like so. So I'm going to overlap this part into the middle part so that way the tape stays in this position and it's not going to come undone. And I've just found that this way that I'm taping stays a little bit better because it meets in the middle here. And after I take this excess piece, I'm just gonna fold it in the middle to kind of create a strong bond and a strong bandage to both of the feet. So I'm just gonna tape it in. Doesn't have to be pretty because she's going to walk around with this piece in between. And as she walks around, it's going to move and adjust and everything like that. So now that we have this little puppy here and both of the sections right here above this little joint are taped, she's able to move her legs, she's able to move her little feet, her hips, nothing's impeding it. And so I'm going to just tighten this part right here. And now this is how she looks as far as her taping process goes. Now it's not the prettiest, but again, she's gonna be walking around, it's gonna come off. It's just to help her manipulate and maneuver the motions with her legs. So I'm gonna put her down, and this is gonna help her feet stay together, so that way they're not going outwards, easty-westy. They're staying parallel to her paws, and she's gonna be able to walk and move. So keep an eye on her. I'm gonna call her over here and we're gonna see her take her steps. Come here, mommy. Come here, mommy. Come here, mommy. Come here, mommy. Come on, mommy. Come on, mommy. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. There she goes. Hi, mama. So look how she's walking. Everything's staying together. She's picking up her feet. It's bending at the joints exactly where we're looking for. And she's able to move around freely and the tape's not coming off. Hi, look at that. Hi, Mama, you're doing so good. Notice how she's standing. Her hips and her legs aren't bowing out and the tape is doing its job. So You don't want to keep this on her for a long period of time. I'm just using it right now to kind of get her in the hang of using her back legs. So I would definitely recommend doing this every day, but don't leave it on all day every day. Just let her walk around with it until she gains strength in her back legs. So definitely keep it on for about 30 minutes or so, so that way she can walk around with it on flat surfaces. Always supervise to make sure they don't get into stuff. Of course, we have mom right here watching, making sure her puppy's okay, but you want to stay with them at all times because see how she's starting to chew on it? So always supervise the puppies when you are doing this and just kind of work with them, stand them up, let them walk around. Definitely keep it on for like 30 minutes or so. And if it comes undone like it did right now, see her legs starting to bow out, you would go and you would fix it and just redo it again. So that is how you tape up the legs. That's the second alternative. And I hope that was helpful. Take care of your puppies.